So my wife is into Cameo, which is it's a it's a machine that's hooked up to the computer for cutting vinyl transfers, whether they're for iron-on or for wall decals, window decals. Part of the process, the Cameo machine cuts the pattern into the vinyl, and then you have to weed out everything that you don't want to transfer. Well, on the lighter colors, it's very hard to see. So she asked me to build her, well, she said she needed a light box for tracing so she could see the cuts because they're very fine. And after pricing online, a lot of the light boxes are ranging anywhere from $70 to $200. So I told her I could make one pretty cheap. So this is it. Let me plug it in for you real quick, and then I'll explain everything I did. So here we go. Here's the light box, perfect for tracing. I used to use one years ago for other art projects. It was pretty similar to this, except it was a little cheap store-bought one. So lights up. Now you can see it. I'm going to take this cover off so you can see what I'm using inside is just some LED rope light. $9 for a 12-foot strand at Menards. So let me get this unplugged and we'll start. So all total, I think I probably spent maybe $35 building this thing. Doesn't take any fancy tools. All I used was a drill. I used a small little battery circular saw I have. That's just, I happen to have it, that's why I used it. The materials I used to build it, first thought I was going to use some wood and then paint it. Well, then I found at Menards, and I'm sure other places have it, it looks like wood. It's got a fake wood grain to it, but it's actually PVC. So there's no painting involved in this project at all. It sands down real easy for the edges. So what I did was I cut the box itself. The only piece of actual wood on this is I used a piece of MDF, about 1/4 inch MDF for the bottom. And then I put foil over it to help reflect the light up. Then I cut my pieces out of this 1x and just made a box, screwing it to the bottom of the MDF into the frame. And then on these corners, I went ahead and screwed together that way. And it's pretty sturdy, and it's not going to take much abuse, so doesn't have to be built like a tank. Cut a hole in the back side to get the cord through for the rope light, and then I'll get to these sides in a minute. To secure it to the top, could have done a number of things. I could have routed a groove in here. This material works just like wood. I mean, you can use it on all the same tools you would wood. So a router would do an edge. Wasn't that concerned about it. And I had some of these old mirror clips for mounting mirrors to walls or the backs of doors. So I just cut my piece of acrylic. Also, this piece of PVC vinyl I used, 8-foot piece of this, cost, I think it was around $9 at Menards. I spent about $13. The smallest piece of white acrylic they had was 18 by 24. I only needed 15 by 15, so I've got dropped for another project. So like I said, that was about $13, and then the rope light around $9. So I probably have $35 in this thing, tops. So I use these clips here to secure it in, and I also have some here at the bottom. But I had to take them off just to show you guys what I was doing here. So that's pretty simple doing that. The acrylic comes with a protective coating. Leave that coating on there until you're totally done with all your projects as far as cutting and smoothing out any edges, or you're going to scratch the surface. And from what I'm told on the Cameo, you don't want to scratch that vinyl because then you ruin it. My wife wasn't sure if she wanted to do all the weeding flat, or if she's got a really detailed project, she might need it tilted up. So I bought these little threaded barrels, drilled a hole, mounted these from the inside, and on the outside I put a thumb screw, And all I have to do is loosen this thumb screw on each side. These little legs drop down into place, tighten them back up. And now it's tilted at an angle for her to work on her project. So if she's sitting, it's a lot more relaxing doing it this way. This again, I just used some more of this stock that was left. This is how much I have left out of the total 8 feet. So 8-foot joint is perfect for what you need. So put these back down again. The other thing I did, just as a protection thing, and to keep it from slipping, I put these little rubber feet here. You can get a sheet of about 9 or 10 of them at a hardware store. I think it's about $3 tops for that sheet. And I put those all on the bottom because the screws are protruding a tiny bit, and also these keep it from slipping. I put 2 sets on the front, one set for when it's sitting flat, and the other set's a little more to the front for when it's tilted up. So this was the whole project. Like I said, it took me, I think I messed with it for about 2 hours yesterday afternoon here in the garage to get it done. Pretty easy project. Get that out of the way. So if you're into Cameo, or if you have somebody in your family that is, and they're needing something for shining through when they're doing their weeding, this is an easy afternoon project, and you can save yourself quite a bit of money. So if you have any questions, just email me, message me, and hopefully I can answer them for you. Thank you for watching.